my greatest mortal
Going
kingdom.
through these rings all of a sudden, aren't they? Season 1 of Rings of Power, literally 0 rings until the final episode. Halfway through Season 2, we're speeding ahead to 19. What are they going to do in the other 3 seasons?
Maybe somebody saw the viewing figures and told them they needed to fast-track some of this stuff.
I didn't know you shaved your beard.
Well, yeah, just shape the sides, otherwise it looks all messy.
It would. It would look all messy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would look all messy. Ah, no fair. How come the dwarf rings are so bling?
You know what dwarves are like? Probably only agreed to the rings with the assurance that they would make them look like drakes.
Can't believe I'm stuck with one of these delicate little Nancy boy elf rings when I could have had one of those big chunky gold motherfuckers.
Dig here.
So, sorry, I'm still trying to get my head around what these rings actually do.
Oh, for goodness sake, Boromir. Must we go over this every time?
It's just, I feel like they're pretty crucial to the story. I still don't really understand them. The elf rings can control fish and give Galadriel a funny feeling about something that may or may not be happening.
Yes, anxiety.
Yeah, it's mostly funny feeling oriented.
That's it. They're the most powerful weapons in the history of Middle-earth.
Well, can you think of a weapon more powerful than a ring that gives you a funny feeling about stuff?
Machine gun?
One machine gun to rule them all. One machine gun to find them. One machine gun to bring them all. And in the darkness, mow them all down like wheat. Like opening the curtain on a group of gamers.
And guarded by a password known only to friends.
Clever, that. And what was the password again? It's been so long since I went to Moria.
Friend.
What? The password is friend.
Yeah. To make sure only friends can enter.
So anyone who goes there and says, I am a friend, gets in.
Works at some nightclubs. If you're a hot girl.
It's a high-risk strategy to bank on the idea that if an enemy came to the gate, it wouldn't even occur to them to say, I am a friend.
Well, they also wrote, say the word friend on the doors themselves.
The password is written on the door.
Yeah, but the password is friend. So only friends would use it.
I mean, this is Internet Security 101. Your password shouldn't be contained in the password hint. Also, it should really have an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and a special character.
Like a wizard.
Yes, Gandalf. You're a special character.
Oh, trouble in paradise.
Oh, the silent treatment. Sounds got all the tricks. Dad used that on me and Faz all the time to get us to try retake Osgiliath.
Sauron sticking to type. Middle school girl manipulation tactics.
Interesting that after the masterstroke of pretending to be an emissary from the gods, Sauron has decided to spend his time moping around like a soft boy. You think Celebrimbor might have wanted him to behave in a more consistently godlike way.
Obviously, you've not met the gods.
It is a game you play, is it not? Sowing seeds in others' minds. And
Oh! Rumbled! Oh, very good, Gandalf.
Gandalf? I don't know who Gandalf is. I'm an elf.
You're an elf. I know an elf when I see one.
Yes.
What's your name, brother?
Gangalad.
Gangalad. Sounds a lot like Gandalf.
It's a kingly elf name.
Okay then, Gangalad. Then where is Gandalf? I very much desire to chat with him.
Oh, he's in the John.
Right.
Have you had a change of heart?
We have really silky hair, don't we, as elves? So soft. Do we have to do anything to maintain this?
No, it just maintains itself.
Hold on.
Oh, sweet.
Provided the big tree of the elves stays healthy, we're pretty much golden.
Ah, makes sense. All depends on the health of the big tree.
You're not taught any of this in elf school.
Oh, I bunked off a lot.
Come on, Elven.
Have you ever been to Numenor?
no.
It is remarkable.
Elrond, Do you want some fresh orange juice?
Yeah, all right.
They are the master race.
Sometimes you just need to look at a problem with fresh ears.
Oh, that is delicious.
Waxy.
Call it a gift, or just like doing something nice for someone.
You are right. Of course. Men are capable of great frailty.
Gandalf, come on. Fun is fun, but we know that's you. She's got a cheap blonde wig on and silicon ears.
What, me?
Boromir, that's incredibly rude. This is clearly an elf.
Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. Can you else not see a blatant... Come on, Gandalf, mate. Give over. It should have been mine. It will be mine.
Boromir! What the toot are you doing?
It was... Gandalf?
Me? He's clearly an elf.
Right. Oh.
I told him I was an elf. Oh, so I leave the room and you just start attacking anyone you haven't been formally introduced to.
You've been gone for about 20 minutes. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I was on the John. Can a wizard not have a moment to himself without fearing that his friend will be assaulted? You're right, Grant. This is so men.
He has a short temper. He's very grabby.
Yeah. Need to work on that.
But when the darkness falls, there are always some who rise forth.
Obviously no pressure after that. But do you want to stick around? Nah, to be honest, I think I'm going to head. Feeling kind of tired.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you.
We identified 9 ring bearers of the 9 greatest mortal kingdoms. 9.
Tearing through these rings all of a sudden, aren't they? Season 1 of Rings of Power, literally 0 rings until the final episode. Halfway through Season 2, we're speeding ahead to 19. What are they going to do in the other 3 seasons?
Maybe somebody saw the viewing figures and told them they needed to fast-track some of this stuff.
I shall make the 9 myself.
Oh, yeah? You and what forge?
I was going to use your forge.
Oh, will you now? I know what you're doing with it, and I don't approve.
The age of men is upon us, Father.
The time of the elf is over. The age of men is about to begin. Whoa. My goodness. Where did that come from?
Is that something you want to have said?
Oh, I regretted it as soon as it left me lips.
Old immediate regret-a-mere.
What did she say? Impress me in the task that I'm about to place upon you. And I will tell you, fail.
Return here with 16 acorns and you will unlock the mum backstory cutscene and be able to upgrade your sword.
And I will tell you, fail to do so. And I shall have to find other places to make use of.
Ah, the old guilt trip. Classic Lord of Men.
Oh, when Dad did it, do it in public. Much worse.
Kind of stuff.
Is there a captain brave enough to do his lord's bidding? Who here isn't a total pussy? No, classic Dad stuff.
What did you see in the Palantir?
I saw myself. Lost.
I mean, maybe she should have waited for someone to have a vision that more objectively disproved that Numenor was going to be destroyed before giving away her power.
No, come on, Gandalf. What more do you want? Every time she looked in the Palantir, she saw Numenor being destroyed by a big wave, but when Elendil touches it, he sees himself riding alone through a forest looking lost. That proves that Numenor's destiny has changed. And how could Elendil possibly ride on his own through a forest at some undetermined point in the future if somewhere else, and quite possibly at the same time, Numenor is being destroyed by a wave?
I'd want to see a crystal clear vision of a wave coming all the way up to Numenor, and then the last second going, I still can't be bothered, and sinking back off to the sea.
Urbanizing is your king. Accept it, Father, I beg you.
She Elendil's daughter. Literally forgot that. Thought she was someone's cousin or something.
Details of this storyline don't really stick in your head, do they?
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain. Allah bless you, Captain.
Captain, thank you, sir.
Allah bless you.
I feel like I've seen this before.
captain, my captain.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
You hear me? Oh, captain, my captain.
Oh, thank you, boys. Thank you, sailors. Thank you, Numenor! Yes! I know!
You know how much foundation they wear in Numenor? It was caked in it.
So lighting. Very harsh lighting in Numenor. Unforgiving.
Makes everything look fake.
Yes. Which is odd. Because as we all know, Numenor is real. And all this stuff actually happened.
Yeah. Whether or not it completely contradicts what's previously been written about it, and whether or not there are whole storylines that look like they've been filmed on a cheap and overly lit soundstage, this is all true.
Become a ringwraith already. We're bored.
Oh my goodness. Was that?
See? I told you the power over fish wasn't something to be sniffed at.
I thought you were joking.
No, I was very clear. With these rings, Sauron has the power to control all the fish in Middle-earth. And I told you that was a doomsday scenario. But you didn't listen, did you?
I mean, I'm as surprised as you are that something we made up as a joke for our reaction videos has been made canon 2 episodes later. Well, there we are. Sauron uses the rings to control all the fish in Middle-earth. Madness.
100. How's that sound? Like mine? Shaft? Robbery?
Why don't they have the phrase daylight robbery?
Well, because they live in a mine. So they don't have the concept of daylight like surface-dwelling people do.
But they do have the concept of daylight. Their entire storyline this season has been focused on the dwarves and their concept of daylight.
Fair point. So not join us.
They were scrimping over the size of a tiny mushroom last week. And she wants to blow 200 smackers on some dumb crystal.
Yeah, but a big old crystal is like a BMW on lease. I'd starve myself on tiny mushrooms for a BMW crystal.
Oh, my beard. Excuse me. I have it. No, I don't.
Well, on board with 20 seconds walk away from the busy market is a spooky old abandoned bit of the mine where nobody had ever been before, where the Balrog seems to live.
Because nobody had ever dropped an apple in the market before.
With this ring, I can see it.
Right. So it's X-ray vision.
Oh, give it a rest, Boromir. They're magic rings. What more do you want?
Just don't buy it. They've been mining this mountain for hundreds of years and they need a magic ring to be able to work out where the daylight was. I mean, they know which way is up, don't they?
Would it make you feel better if we just said the rings let you see the future?
Yeah, but it's not that, is it? Because he's going to unleash the Balrog. And he can't see that. I just want a simple bullet point list of the actual things the rings do that isn't just, oh, they're magic.
You mortals want all the mysteries of life explaining to you. Have you got a pen and paper?
Yes. I'll remember it.
Fish control, X-ray vision, tells you which way is up. And also, they give you stretching powers.
Seriously? Cool.
No, obviously not. Come on. Why was the anvil just hanging there?
I saw them hoisting it up earlier.
Well, yes, but I assume that was because they were moving it to another bit of the workshop. Not because at the end of the day, they store the 10-ton anvil above their heads hanging from a thin rope.
Anyone see a coyote run through here? He was chasing a roadrunner.
That was incredibly risky, Celebrimbor.
Visible hammer-wielding madwoman.
No. Randomly grope in the air in the hope that you can get a ring off someone that's invisible.
Yeah, that had HR written all over it.
Pitiless and eternal.
You are with us now. There is nothing to fear.
If that doesn't scream, I'm the imposter, I don't know what does.
Toil if you would offer this one single word of counsel.
Meltier. Needs to be Meltier.
Lord's promise him half a share of their minds. Now, greed is not his way. It never has been.
He was talking about a dwarf here.
Sorry. I was waiting for Thorin to chime in there.
Yeah. I think a lot of dwarves are quite aware they're greedy.
Now, there simply cannot be a fault.
Okay, Paula Venables.
How much do you really know about this Arnatar?
Well, granted, not much. He's a shapeshifter, which isn't all that trustworthy, but he keeps giving me the cold shoulder, and you don't know what that's like.
Yes.
It's pretty rude. She asks you the question in Elvish. He's not going to make even a tiny bit of effort.
Maybe he doesn't know yes. Maybe he just knows, could we have the bill? And where is the library? And 1 steak and chips, please.
He's posing as an elf. Do your homework.
No, I'm not. Boromir, close your gaping jaw. That's so obviously Saruman.
Gandalf, mate. Come on, look at the ears. Look at the hair. That's an elf as clear as the day is long.
Yeah, but there's so many other clues. Boss, I mean, I expect it from him, but you know that that's Saruman.
Oh, no, you don't. Not falling for that again. You say that's an elf, but for the warning in my heart. Warning of looking silly again.
Anyone want a gift?
When the light caught your hair.
Just want to say, Elrond, you know why you keep going on about men and dwarves being greedy and covetous? Seems elves are vain and succumb to basic flattery.
Yeah, those are Eregian elves. Rivendelians are built different.
Oh, so you're racist even to your own.
My son, this is the oldest shrine in Numenor.
It's in the way of the new aqueduct.
Oh, so Farazan represents big business and urbanization. The greatest evil of all. That was me thinking we were going to watch him turn into a ringwraith in a parable about human frailty and spiritual corruption. Maybe his storyline is going to be about the evils of the council trying to build a new car park.
Farazan only became king that day, didn't he? Very impressive to have signed off on a major infrastructure project like a new aqueduct on day 1. To the extent you're already demolishing shrines so you can start the building work. Kistama should take note.
Hold him.
Misleading order. He could have turned round and found all his guards giving Elendil a big hug.
Is this what you meant, my lord? Should we stroke his hair?
Get overpowered by that weed.
And life in the Navy surely makes you stronger than a life eating Graves. This random guard dude has been given a more inspiring heroic arc than pretty much any of the actual heroes we're supposed to care about.
Random guard dude? Gandalf. That's Valandil. Haven't you taken Valandil into your heart as the hero we all want and need?
I feel like he's somewhat been plucked out of the background and randomly decided he's someone we're really invested in, if I'm honest. I mean, I like the guy, but who is he?
Who's Valandil? Talking about one of the major characters here. I mean, what's next? Who's Gambling? Who's Hammer?
Literally no idea who they are. Am I supposed to know them?
They're major characters in the Two Towers.
Are they? I have no memory of them.
Well, elven memories do not dim.
Our captain.
Ah, no. Went the same way as Shagrand.
Who's Shagrand?
He's the chief orc in Cirith Ungol.
You remember weird stuff.
So weird. What is this feeling?
Can you describe it?
I don't know, it's like for the first time I care a bit. I mean, not much, but a bit.
Or King Durin is misusing his ring and seeking to deflect blame.
How many ways can you misuse a ring?
You know, you put it on the wrong... You know what I'm talking about.
No, follow me.
Well, he's using it to make key construction safety choices. Just on the surface, that would seem like the wrong way to use a ring.
It is either that, or we plunge straight on.
Doesn't seem like the only 2 options.
Even deeper into the maelstrom.
Being an idiot, I don't know what maelstrom means. It doesn't sound good.
It means chaotic whirlpool.
Oh, well, that sounds like a cracking idea. Let me just grab my goggles and my life insurance.
The Nine must do far more than bring aid to men.
So, Sauron has convinced him that the reason the Seven Rings are corrupted is because he deceived the king.
High King.
I have to say hi to him, he's not here. It's because he deceived the king and told him the forge was closed.
Yes.
And Celebrimbor's plan for how to sort it out is to make the Nine Rings, which is continuing the same lie. So literally choosing entirely of his own volition to repeat the same mistake, which he's just been told is the reason it didn't work last time.
Well, Sauron is a master manipulator, isn't he?
Is he? So far his plan seems to be that he points out something Celebrimbor could do that will put a stop to his plans, and explain to him all the reasons why he should do that, and then just hope Celebrimbor makes a dumb decision.
Well, lucky for him, Celebrimbor is a total goofer then.
Shall we begin?
Rings for men! Rings for men! Rings for men! Rings for men!
Do you remember what happened when the men got the rings?
Right, yes. Sorry, yeah. Oh, I'm just a sucker for rings.
Region is the very jewel of Elvendom.
Why doesn't the king live there then?
Lindon is like Windsor.
Oh, right. I see.
Unlock Galadriel's cage by poking it with a stick. That's classic orc craftsmanship.
Seemed like it.
I feel like she probably could have escaped at some point prior to this without too much difficulty then. Galadriel and the orcs. I mean, this is the strangest collaboration since...
The Gallagher brothers?
More than that, they're brothers. Do you mean the first or second time? Please don't forget to subscribe and join us on our quest to 1 million subscribers.